Souffle Shuffle. No, more like shitty shit. Oh my god. This episode of the Smurfs for 2021 sucks. This episode starts the Spring Festival is occurring as several Smurfs run with different belongings and food. Two Smurfs are very prepared, though they joke about Greedy stuffing his face before they get to their destination. Elsewhere, Greedy eats a muffin as he enjoys his single bite. Just then, he observes several Smurfs walking with pies and runs to Chef's kitchen. Chef immediately closes his door and stops Greedy. He backs him up from his kitchen as he is untrusting that the gourmet will eat everything. As Greedy is about to run into the kitchen, Chef informs him that he is almost done with his souffle, and nobody can touch it. Greedy pretends to be sad and walks away from the kitchen. Chef buys his unhappy act and allows him to help him. Greedy is ecstatic and runs into the kitchen, though Chef sees the horror in this plan. In Chef's kitchen, Greedy sees various foods and snacks and declares it as the most beautiful buffet ever. However, as soon as he is about to eat something, Chef slaps his hand. He also takes his blueberry pie and puts it on his table. While he lectures about his secret ingredients, Greedy eats all of the carrots, angering Chef as he chases Greedy all over the kitchen until he trips on a log. Greedy saves the souffle after it is tossed into the air. When Chef gets up, he holds his leg and yells, twisting his ankle. Greedy offers to help him up, but Chef refuses his help, instead wanting Doc, though Greedy informs him that Doc, along with everyone else, are already at the festival and the village is empty. Greedy decides he can help, but Chef simply chuckles until he realizes he's serious. Chef still refuses, saying that not only is the souffle very fragile, but he will take 5 steps and smurf it down in one gulp. Greedy promises he will not eat the souffle. Chef, realizing that Greedy is his only hope, agrees. Greedy and Chef leave the village via Greedy pushing the souffle on a wagon and Chef on a tiny chair. The problem, however, is that Chef is very bossy and demanding, wanting to get to the festival on time. Greedy decides to take a little break and is about to snack on some sandwiches, but Chef warns him that there is no time for snacks, worried that the souffle could deflate any moment now. Greedy stores the sandwiches and says he will eat them in case of emergency. Greedy pushes the souffle and Chef throughout the forest as he struggles. Greedy stops, saying he can't go on, as well as the fact that he's hungry. Chef warns him not to eat the souffle. As Greedy gets up, he looks at the sweet souffle and even licks away his frosting stains on his mouth. He is about to touch it, but Chef yells at him, causing Greedy to fall and accidentally pushes the wagon. The souffle and Chef are moving fast and off a cliff as Greedy runs after the wagon. The wagon drives off a cliff and onto various hills while Greedy is still very close to the wagon. They are about to hit a tree, potentially sending them flying until Greedy stops it with his feet. Later, Chef is mad as Greedy tries to lighten the mood. Just then, a bird passes by as Greedy welcomes it. However, when he sees the bird try to get its hands on the souffle, Greedy shoos it away. The bird responds by gaining a clue and they dive straight toward the souffle. Greedy runs away with Chef until they all enter a snake who spits all of them out. Greedy and Chef escape the birds and take cover into a log. Chef thanks Greedy for his efforts until his stomach begins gurgling. Chef orders Greedy to stop that gurgling and reminds him of the emergency food. Greedy claims that those are for emergencies. They are found by a bear as it takes the souffle. Chef grabs onto it and the bear is about to eat both the souffle and Chef, but Greedy luckily throws the sandwiches filled with honey, which attracts the bear's nose, and he runs to snack on them. Once again, Chef thanks Greedy for saving them from the bear. Greedy tells him he had sworn an oath to him that he will deliver the souffle intact. As they walk by, Gargamel and Israel spy on them, with the wizard telling his cat how much of a genius he is. They follow them. Greedy and Chef come across the dastardly duo as they chase them around the forest. Believing they're doomed, Chef begs Greedy to save himself, but Greedy refuses to leave him and the souffle behind. Gargamel throws multiple blueberry traps but ends up getting hurt by one of them. They chase them all the way to a log that is covering water. While Greedy and Chef successfully jump over it, Gargamel almost falls in the water before balancing. He has a brief moment of happiness, but Israel jumps onto the log, causing them to fall into the river while Gargamel curses the Smurfs. Greedy and Chef laugh as they walk away. Greedy and Chef finally arrive at the festival, Though Brainy criticizes them for being late, he is treated to a kick-away. Chef reveals to the Smurfs that Greedy was a true hero, saving him from danger and delivering the souffle intact to the festival. Chef finally offers Greedy to get his well-deserved taste of it while various Smurfs cheer him on. However, as he is about to eat it, it deflates, much to Chef's sadness. Grouchy simply says I don't like flat souffles, so screw souffle shuffle, and screw where is my Smurf way. Smurf Racers is 69993277738328888 times better than souffle shuffle. End of rant.